Okay, students. So first we are going to learn about chapter 1 numbers. So this chapter we are going to learn numbers in different bases and their arithmetical operations. So I take this opportunity to welcome you to the computer class, and I really appreciate the interest you have taken to choose computer science as one of your optional subjects. Okay, so let's start our journey together. So first see what is a number system. So number system means it is a way of representing the numbers. Mainly we have two types of number systems. One is a character based number system and another one is the positional based number system. We know that we use the Roman numbers for your classrooms, right? So which is a character based number system, and we have a Greek number system which also follows the character based number system. When it comes to the positional based number system, positional based number systems, we have decimal, binary, octal and hexadecimal. So this chapter we are more focusing on the positional based number system. First we are going to see about decimal number system. What is a decimal number system? The numbers that we use in our daily life are all based on decimal numbers. In decimal numbers, we say the base of the decimal number system is 10. Because in order to represent a decimal number, we use 10 digits. These 10 digits are ranging from 0 to 9. So as you can see that the 10 digits are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So the decimal number system is based on, or the base of the decimal number system is 10. And here you can see that the decimal number system can be represented as, for example, 274 to the base 10 and 100 to the base 10, 895 to the base of 10. So here the 10 is denoted as a subscript to the main digits. So it is why we are using this kind of notation, because in this chapter we are going to learn about different number systems. So in order to differentiate these number systems, it is necessary that we use this kind of representation for each number systems. So for the decimal number system, we use the subscript 10 to denote the decimal number system. For example, you can see that 274 to the base 10. It can be read as 274 to the base 10, which means that 274 is a decimal number. It belongs to the decimal number system. Okay, the next number system is the binary number system. So binary number system, of course you have heard that in computer, the computer uses the binary numbers, right? So as the name indicates, binary number system uses two digits. These two digits are 0 and 1. As binary number system uses two digits, we can say the base of the binary number system is 2. And here also you can see the representation of the binary numbers. 1010 to the base 2, which is 1010 is a binary number system. So please note that in binary numbers we have only 0 and 1 as the digits, right? So 100 to the base 2, 1111 to the base 10. So these are examples for the binary numbers, right? Okay, here you can see some decimal numbers on the left hand side, and the right hand side column you can see the equivalent binary of the decimal numbers. So we have decimal number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Please have a look here. So for example, for the decimal number 10, equivalent binary is 1010. Okay. So don't worry. I'll teach you how you can convert a decimal to binary and binary to decimal. So please have a look here. For 1 it is 0001, 2 it is 0010, 3 it is 0011, 4 it is 0100, 5 it is 0101. Okay. So the next number system is octal number system. So in octal number system, the numbers are represented using 8 digits. So these 8 digits are starting from 0 to 7. You can just count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digits are there. So as we use 8 digits to represent the octal numbers, so we could say, or we can say, the base of the octal number system is 8. And here also you can see the representation of the octal numbers 5, 6, 7 to the base 8, which means 5, 6, 7 is an octal number, right? So in order to represent an octal number, we use the digits starting from 0 to 7, right? Next one is the hexadecimal number system. In hexadecimal number system, the numbers are represented using the 16 digits. So these 16 digits, you can see that we are using a combination of numbers and characters here to represent the hexadecimal numbers. So the 16 digits are ranging from 0 to 9, then starting from A to F. So as we are using 16 digits or 16 characters, individual characters, to represent the number system, hexadecimal number system, we can say the base of the hexadecimal system is 16. So very interesting to see that BA, which of course you are going to read it as Baba, right? So which is an octal number, and Dada, DA, that is 16. That is based on hexadecimal number system. So these are hexadecimal numbers, right? So 5, 6, 7 to the base 16, BA to the base 16, DA to the base 16. All these are hexadecimal number systems. Please note that we cannot use all the English alphabets are as hexadecimal numbers because we have a restriction. We can have only the characters starting from A to F as the allowed characters in the hexadecimal number system. Actually that A stands for 10, B stands for 11, C stands for 12, and D stands for 13, E stands for 14, F stands for 15. So 0 to 15, there are 16 digits are there, right? In order to maintain the uniqueness, suppose if we use 10 instead of A, you can see that 1 and 0 it is again repeating there. In order to avoid that, we use some unique characters like A, B, C, D, E, F. A stands for 10, B stands for 11, C stands for 12, D stands for 13, E stands for 14, and F stands for 15. Okay. Okay, here what we are going to learn first. First we are going to convert decimal to other bases. After that we are going to convert other bases to decimal. So what we are going to do first, we have decimal numbers. We are going to convert decimals to binary and decimal to octal and decimal to hexadecimal. Once it is completed, we can go for conversion of binary numbers to decimal, octal numbers to decimal. and hexadecimal to decimal. Okay, first we are going to see decimal to binary. So how we can convert, suppose a decimal number is given, how we have to convert that into a binary. We can convert a integral part of the decimal to binary by continuous division, and we can convert a fractional part of the decimal number to binary by continuous multiplication. Suppose 27.5, we can say 27 is the integral part of the decimal number and 0.5 is the fractional part. Another example, 48.74. So we can say 48 is the integral part and 0.74 or 74 is the fractional part. Okay, let's see our first example. So it is given that 25.25 to the base 10, that means 25.25 is a 25.25 is a decimal number. We want to convert that decimal number into binary. Okay, so here you can see that as we already discussed, we have to take the integral part, that is the 25 is the integral part and 0.25 is the fractional part. For the integral part, what we do the continuous division. So when we divide that 25 by 2, it is 12 and 1 is the carry. Carry is denoted on the right hand side, you can see. Again, if we divide 12 with 2, you can see that remainder is 0 and it is 6 it is. We continue the division and writing the remainders on the right part of that integral division. Okay, so we have to continue this till we get a 0, right? And here you can see that there is an arrow I have drawn upwards. That means we are starting from the downside. 11001 is the equivalent of 25, right? Now look into the fractional part. In the fractional part, we do the continuous multiplication. Continuous multiplication with 2. In the integral part, we have done the continuous division by 2. Here we are doing the continuous multiplication by 2. So 0.25 into 2, which will give 0.50. Then 0.50, you can see that I have written the integral part of that is 0.50. The integral part is 0 on a right side column. Again, taking the fractional part of that is 0.50 into 2, which will give you the result 1.00. Integral part is 1. The fractional part, it is 00 into 2, which will give you 0. So in the case of fractional part, we have to multiply by 2 till we get a 0, right? So 0.25 to the base 10 can be written as 0.010. So please note that in the case of integral part, we were taking that remainders down to up. So here in the case of fractional part, we are taking from up to down. So it is 0.010, which is the equivalent of 0.250. So please note that 25.25, the decimal is equal to 11001.010 to the base 2 is the equivalent binary. Okay, let's see another example. Here the decimal number given, it is 10.7575, where 10 is the integral part, 0.75 is the fractional part. Okay, here we are doing the continuous division of the integral part with 2. see the remainders. 10 divided by 2, which will give you 5, no remainder, so it will be 0. 2, then 5 divided by 2, then you can see that it is 2 times and 1 is the remainder. Again 2 divided by 2, it is 1 time, there is no remainder. Then if you divide that 1 with 2, you know that it is not possible, so we have to write 1 as it is. Now we have reached a 0 there. So I told you earlier, when you convert that 10 into, that is 10 decimal number into binary, we have got the remainders, and that remainders we are writing from the bottom to top. So the decimal 10 equal to 1010 in binary, writing from the bottom to top, it is 1010, right? Now we look into the fractional part of the problem, that is 0.75. When it is a fractional part, we continuous divide or continuous multiply with the 2. When it is a fractional part, we follow the continuous multiplication. So that is 0.75 is the fractional part into 2, which will give you 1.50. So which is 1.50, we have to separate the integral part. So 1 is the integral part there. Again continues the multiplication of the fractional part with the 2. That is 1.50, 1 we separated, 0.50 into 2, which will give you 1.00. Again separating the integral part, that is 1. Then 0.00 into 2, which will give you the 0, right? So here when we write the equivalent binary of fractional part, we follow the approach top to bottom. So we can write 0.75 to the base 10 is equal to 0.110 to the base 2. Okay, here you can see the final answer. 10.75 to the base 10 is equal to 1010.110 to the base 2. Okay, because for the 10 we have found already, that is equivalent binary is 1010. For 0.75 we have found it as 0.110, right? So when we combine this, we will be getting this result, 1010.110 to the base 2 is the equivalent binary of 10.75 decimal. So here is another question for you. Here we are going to convert 15.35 to binary. So the integral part is 15, fractional part is 35.35, right? So integral part it is 15. So let's see how we are converting the integral part into equivalent binary. So we divide 15 by 2, we will be getting remainder 1 and 7. So 7 means again divided by 2, you will be getting the answer 3 and remainder 1. Again you divide 3 with 2, you will be getting in 2 it is in 1 time and remainder is 1. Again if you try to divide 1 with 2, you will be getting a 0 and we have to write 1 as it is, right? Then here as it is the integral part, we have to arrange the remainders from bottom to top. So the first digit of the binary, it starts from the bottom, that is 1 1 1 1. 4 ones are there. Okay, now we take the fractional part. The fractional part is 0.35. In the fractional part, we follow the continuous multiplication. 0.35 into 2, which may give 0.70, right? So we have to separate the integral part. 0.70, the integral part is 0. Again continuous the multiplication with the fractional part. 0.70 into 2, which is 1.40. Again we have to separate the integral part. 1 is the integral part there. Continue with the fractional part. 0.40 into 2, which will give you 0.80. Integral part is 0, so we have to separate that. Then 0.80 into 2, which will give you 1.60. Here 1 is the integral part. Continue with the fractional part multiplication. 0.60 into 2, which will give you 1.20. 1 is a fractional part. Here you can see that this is going to repeat for a sum. Repeat, right? So this is going to repeat. So we have to stop the multiplication here. So we can write 0.35 of the base 10 is equal to 0.01011. So it is 0.01011 to the base 2, which is the equivalent binary of the fractional part, 0.35. Okay, when we combine the results, we can say 15.35 to the base 10 is equal to equivalent of 15. It is 4 ones, 1 1 1 1 point. Equivalent of 0.35, it is 0 1 0 1 1. So equivalent binary it is, as you can see on the screen. Okay, I hope you understand this. If you have any doubts, you can please contact me. Okay, so don't worry to contact me. Okay, bye for now. I'll see you in the next class.